Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1 month chart. We're sitting here just above 53 cents. We're still fluctuating within that channel between 50 and 55 cents. And I'm anticipating that breakout. I know it's coming, but it seems like it's being drawn out forever. And let me tell you something, the day that happens, the day that we finally break out, it is going to be such an exciting time to be an XRP holder. All you got to do is stay patient until it happens. I see so many people giving up every single day. Then there's this. Judge Annalisa Torres decides on the penalties for Ripple sales of XRP to institutional buyers today, May 6th. But that's not what's happening. The SEC just plans to reply by May 6th. We're still going to have to wait for the judge to make a decision. And people are amping up today to be a very big day, but nothing big is going to happen. In fact, what's going to go on is we're going to hear the SEC's reply, then the judge will set a date for something else. And this seems like it's been long and drawn out as well. Come on, we're in this over 3 years already. And that is frustrating as well. Take a close look at the organizations that participated in the DMI summits, OMFIF so far. You will understand that Ripple is part of the financial elite and will help realize the Internet of Value. Now, there's going to be another meeting next week. And you know what I looked at here is this. So when you blow this up, you see the attendees of the DMI summits. Financial technology, Swift, AWS, BIT, IBM, MasterCard, Microsoft, PayPal, Ripple, Visa. You look at the commercial banks involved, JP Morgan, Citi, Goldman Sachs. But then you look at regulatory, and you see the BISs there, Bank of England, ECB is also there, UK Treasury, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Now, I don't know if it's just me or what, but what it looks like is really going on is that the SEC versus Ripple case is nothing more than a movie that we've been watching for over 3 years now. I always said it was nothing but a sham just to hold Ripple back until the right time, hold XRP back until the right time. Because there's all these summits and all these meetings, and Ripple is there, and so is the SEC. You think that at some point they'd run into each other and say, hey, let's work this out already. Let's get this done and over with already. But instead, we're still watching a long, drawn-out court battle take place at the same time. I think what it comes down to is the world just isn't ready for XRP yet. But it is almost time for XRP to shine. Cryptocurrency regulations are changing across the globe. Here's what you need to know. So the World Economic Forum once again is telling us that regulations are coming. So governments around the world are building out new rules for cryptocurrencies. The International Organization of Securities Commissions has also laid out its 18 recommendations for global rules on managing crypto and digital assets. The World Economic Forum's Pathways to Regulation of Crypto Assets details key regulatory developments over the past few years. The forum is actively working on the Digital Assets Regulatory Initiative, which analyzes outcomes of different national approaches to digital asset regulation. Now, that last one, if you read it right, what they're saying is we already know what regulations we want to have in place. We already have the rules. And at some point, they're just going to hand these rules down. I think the World Economic Forum played a very big part with MiCA regulations already. And I think the US is going to lean in that same exact direction. You cannot have different regulations. Global crypto regulations are coming. Now, everybody always says that Ripple is abandoning XRP. Take a listen to what Brad says here.
If anyone thinks that Ripple is not 100% behind XRP, is just missing, they've lost the plot. Like, we are totally committed, and we will remain totally committed.
So Ripple will remain committed, totally committed to XRP. And even David Schwartz has told us multiple times in the past that XRP is at the heart of everything that Ripple does. And David Schwartz even says that XRP cannot be dirt cheap as well. We are going to watch XRP shine at some point. It's going to gain value. It's just a matter of time. Everything that you see Ripple putting in place right now leads to XRP skyrocketing in price. Any way you look at it, even the stablecoin. Ripple CTO hints at progress in developing XRP Ledger stablecoin. So what David is saying, that they will know more once they gather again in Amsterdam from June 11th to the 13th. Maybe that's when they will announce that stablecoin is going live. If it doesn't go live then, maybe they could give us a date that it's going to go live. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. The way I look at that stablecoin, we have stablecoin regulations coming in the United States. So it's very easy to get Ripple's stablecoin tied in with all the banks. And once the banks start moving that stablecoin around, what's going to be in the middle? XRP. So even the stablecoin leads to value for XRP, is what I'm saying. Martin Watkins, the CEO of Montes Digital, states that the market cap of the addressable markets is about $1,400 trillion of assets. Take a listen.
At the size of the marketplace, because we've got a single digital chain of ownership now that we're looking at, from issuer all the way through to investor. Everything that's out there in capital markets today can be tokenized. And then you can add on top of that real estate, you can add on top illiquid securities, SMEs and so on. So we've estimated $1,400 trillion of assets. Reality is it's more than we currently do. That's what truly matters to us. When we look at where...
Do you know how massive that actually is? That number is absolutely crazy. And if you look at this right here, it kind of gives you an idea on how this is going to work. But they left out Stellar. They left out Nexera. And this would be any network that's involved with tokenization. Because all of these networks are going to have those assets, that value sitting on the network. And that value has to move in between two countries, in between two people. There's going to be so many tokenized assets. The value is going to push all of these cryptocurrencies into the stratosphere. And it's going to happen very fast when it happens. Because now that they know there's value in tokenization, everybody's going to be rushing to do it. And that's what I'm anticipating coming in the coming months. And it's not going to stop there. This is going to go on for a long period of time. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the Bank of Japan should consult with her before intervening to support Japanese yen. Let me tell you something. I don't think anybody's listening to Janet Yellen anymore. Japan already has a better plan in place. Japan has been successfully tested XRP for cross-border settlements, and it's ready to use XRP. That's the path forward for Japan. And the rest of these countries are pushing away from the US all the time. They're done with it. They're done with the world's reserve currency. And people need to wake up. Because once the US loses that world's reserve currency status for the US dollar, the dollar is finished. I still don't think we will be cashing out any of our XRP into US dollars. I'm still anticipating that treasury dollar as well. It's worth like $1,774 to our one fiat dollar. I want to see what happens with that. I'm sure they're getting ready to announce that as well. That's supposed to come January through December, sometime in between then in 2025. But I think they're going to announce it this year. You can purchase XRP at MoonPay now with PayPal. Look at this. I like the idea of this. So you see the on-ramp, credit, debit card, including MasterCard, Visa, Maestro, Apple Pay, PayPal, Google Pay, SEPA, and SEPA Instant, UK faster payments, PIX, P2P bank transfers. But look at the off-ramps that they have. Visa to direct cards, 1 to 2 business days, ACH payment, 3 to 5 business days, SEPA and SEPA Instant, 1 to 3 business days, UK faster payments, 1 business day. Then look at PayPal, instant inside the United States. And I think this is going to be easier for people to get into crypto. Right now, it could be frustrating with the KYC and all that, but people are used to PayPal. They're used to Google Pay. They're used to Apple Pay. So a lot of people can come into crypto because of this, and I like the idea of it. Vodafone looks to integrate crypto wallets with SIM cards. Now, on this channel, I did a lot of great reset videos, and I talked about how they want to put a chip in you. Well, I think we just found an alternative. So by 2030, we're expecting more than 20 billion mobile phones to be in operation, many of those being smartphones. So we focused on linking the SIM card to digital ID, linking the SIM card to blockchains, and using the cryptography we have in those SIM cards for that integration. Now, I'm a fan of that. They don't want to put anything inside you. They'll just use your phone as your digital ID. I'm still not a fan of digital IDs though, because it's going to be tied to every aspect of your life. If they don't like things you're saying, they could keep you from accessing the internet. They could keep you from working. They could keep you from getting health care even, because everything will be tied to that. However, now that they don't want to put something in you, I'm definitely a fan of this. And I want to see where this goes from here. I think that's going to be a big hit with a lot of people. But you know, right now we're still looking at XRP sitting here just above 53 cents. It's hard to even picture XRP taking off from here because we've been stuck here for such a long period of time. And I know people are frustrated about it, and I understand that frustration. In a post on X, I just said, you know, there was so many people that said, Rich, are you going to Las Vegas for that big XRP party? And I said, no, I didn't go to the proper party. And the reason I would never go to a party is because you guys aren't rich yet. You know, if my followers aren't rich, what do I have to celebrate, really? You know, once you all get rich, then it will be time to celebrate. Maybe I'll make a video, or maybe I'll just go live and do shots with all of you guys one day, because then we will have a reason to party. You know, I'm not going to go out to these parties and live it up. I'm not a rich person. I always told you, if you guys don't get rich, I don't get rich, because I hold the same cryptocurrencies that I talk about on this channel, and none of them are moving right now, let's face it. But you know, I also understand the fact that a lot of you are fighting off inflation, because I'm also fighting off inflation at the same time. There's nothing to celebrate right now, in my opinion. And you know, if it wasn't for you, I would not be here. I always looked at it that way. You share your time with me, and I try to keep you positive, and along the way, you keep me positive as well. We're going to cross that finish line together. That's the way I look at this. And, you know, that's when it's going to be time to celebrate. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.